Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Woman's body found in bushes in St. Mary. Detectives of the Criminal Investigations Branch are probing the death of a 56-year-old higgler in Eden Hill, St. Mary. The decomposed body of Anne-Marie Henderson of Eden Hill was found in bushes on Wednesday, 6 days after she was reported missing. It is reported that about 6 p.m. on Friday, Miss Henderson left home to visit an acquaintance nearby. When she did not return, a search was carried out by residents in her community. Investigators are trying to determine the cause of death. Miss Henderson's son, Mark McHugh, says her death has come as a shock to the community. Firefighters say armed guards prevented further bloodshed during gun attack. Firefighters have praised the quick response of armed security personnel, who they believe prevented further bloodshed on Wednesday night when 2 men were shot, one fatally, at the recently opened Barnett Street Fire Station in Montego Bay, St. James. According to sources, about 10:50 p.m., 2 armed thugs opened fire at a watchman that was manning the gate at the fire station. He was hit twice, once in the shoulder and again in the groin area. He is now recuperating after surgery. As the men carried out their assault, they were confronted by an armed team from the Hawkeye Security Company. One of the armed assailants was fatally shot. A good thing the Hawkeye man was there, because if he said the man would have run in the station and caused more things to happen, said a firefighter who asked not to be named. His colleague said the gunmen fired wildly during the incident. Following the assault, bullets were found lodged in cars, air-conditioned units, and fire stations' gates. It is said that more than 20 shots were fired during the incident, forcing firefighters and other citizens in the area to scamper for cover. One eyewitness said 2 men approached from Howard Cook Boulevard and stopped at a utility pole in the vicinity of the fire station's entrance. They then began shooting. It was then that the Hawkeye team, traveling in a car, engaged the men who ran from the area. One of the armed men later collapsed at the intersection of Barnett and Howard Cook Boulevard. He died at hospital. Members of staff are currently distraught. We are making arrangements for them to be counseled, said Fire Chief for the parish Acting Superintendent Rudolph Seaton. We are trying to get the pieces together and to make sure that we keep members of staff motivated while we continue to serve the citizens of the parish of St. James and the township of Montego Bay, he added. There are also plans to beef up security to ensure that his team is safe. Plans are afoot to put on CCTV, and we are currently having discussions with management to further enhance security arrangements for the premises, Seaton said. While expressing relief that no firefighter was injured during the incident, he said he was saddened by the attack on the watchman as he carried out his duties. Rashid Broadbell wins Commonwealth gold in sprint hurdles. Jamaica's Rashid Broadbell clocked a personal best and equaled a 22-year-old championship record to capture gold in the 110-meter hurdles at the Commonwealth Games inside the Alexander Stadium in Birmingham on Thursday. Broadbell got out of the blocks fast and led throughout the race before crossing the finish line in 13.8 seconds, equaling the Commonwealth Games set record by Colin Jackson in 1990. Shane Brathwaite of Barbados was second in 13.30, with England's Andrew in third with 13.37. Jamaica's Orlando Bennett finished 5th in the race, while the other Jamaican scheduled to complete, Olympic champion and gold medal favorite Hansel Parchment, pulled out before the race. Body believed to be of missing man found in Manchester. Police are reporting that a decomposed body, believed to be that of 29-year-old Shawnee Johnson, was found in bushes along the Winston Jones Highway on Thursday. A week ago, Johnson went missing after leaving his home in Trinity near Poros to buy KFC. His disappearance sparked protests last Saturday by Trinity residents. Head of Manchester Police Superintendent Shane McCullough told reporters that a passerby stumbled on the body shortly after 2 p.m. He said the police are awaiting the outcome of an autopsy to determine the cause of death and a DNA to confirm identity. Missing man's family cannot find 500 people to help search. Relatives of missing fisherman and crab vendor Royal Morris are in limbo, unable to follow the police advice in gathering 500 people to help them search for him. Their neighbors are too afraid, they said. We've really liked the help to search for my son, because today make 4 days, we can't get 500 people. If we can get the JDF Jamaica Defense Force and dogs, begged his mother Gloria Favor Lawrence on Thursday. She said the ongoing killings and gangs warfare in the community has made it difficult to convince even half the recommended amount of people to help search. According to the police, 25-year-old Morris, who is from Mint Road in Westmoreland, was reported missing by his family on Sunday, July 31. He left home on his motorcycle about 7 a.m. with a bag of crab he intended to sell. At 5 p.m. that day, residents heard gunshots and summoned the police, who found Morris' motorcycle on the ground near a cane field in Belly Eyes, Green Hill. Beside it was a bag with crab. A police source reported that they are yet to find any clues that will shed light on Morris' disappearance. His girlfriend Shanique Lawrence is appealing to anyone who knows his whereabouts to help get him back to her and their 9-month-old child. Justice may preach out, and if them have him body, please, we need it back. If him not dead, please, let him go. Everybody crying for him, she appealed. Lawrence described her partner as hardworking and humble. She said he was no troublemaker. Morris is of dark complexion, medium build, and about 5 feet 8 inches tall. He was wearing a blue and white t-shirt, blue short pants, and pink Crocs when last seen. Anyone knowing his whereabouts is asked to contact the Markhams Bridge Police Station at 876-955-1375, the nearest police station, or 119. Shane E. released from police custody without charge. Dancehall entertainer Shane E. has been released from police custody without charge. The artist and another man were released early yesterday afternoon after they were reportedly questioned by detectives from the St. Andrew South Police Division. Head of the division, Senior Superintendent Kirk Ricketts, confirmed the men's release. The two individuals were released after a series of interviews in the presence of their lawyers, SSP Ricketts told reporters. Shane E., Bontiphilus Edwards, and Stephen Tractor Sterling were named as last week persons of interest in St. Andrew South in relation to the recent flare-up of violence in sections of the division. They were asked to report to the Hunts Bay Police by midday last Friday, July 29. Police said the men were from Waterhouse addresses in St. Andrew, but revealed that Shane E. is also known to frequent Rose Heights in Montego Bay, St. James. Shane E. is known for songs such as 100 Duppy and Walk Sleep. National youth farmers have big plans. Young farmers Chalisa Osborne and Julia Gordon are both planning to expand their operations with the $4 million prize money they won as Jamaica 4-H Club's Young Champion Farmers at the recently concluded Dembe Agricultural, Industrial and Food Show. Osborne, who hails from Trelawney, currently farms West Indian red pepper and dabbles in agriculture on just a quarter acre of land. She now harbors plan of venturing into strawberry production with her portion of the prize. She has already set a project in motion to build a greenhouse, which will be her catalyst for getting into the export market. Meanwhile, Gordon, who is from Hanover, has already started to clean up a parcel of land he is planning on acquiring. He is also furnishing up repairs of fences and purchases new feeders and other tools that will make his mixed farming a little easier. My journey in agriculture began at age 8 when me and my brother dug up a young plant by my uncle, not knowing if it was ready. We also roasted cocoa that couldn't ready either, and we participated in the process of preparing land to plant corn, pepper and other cash crops, said the 32-year-old. He credits his uncles, who are actively involved in farming, for stirring his interest in the field. Growing up around them inspired me to plant something, watch it grow and reap it for myself. It is a good feeling because I have planted bananas, plantains, pepper and pineapples, although most of the pines were destroyed by my goats. But I don't have any hard feelings. Instead, it encourages me to get involved in something far greater than myself, and I commend my support system, who was there when I needed their assistance, he said. Getting into farming full-time was a little different for Osborne, who is a registered nurse. It proved a little challenging, jumping from health straight into agriculture. The naysayers were of the opinion that I am young and should be doing better things with my life, but I kept believing in myself and realizing that the sky is the limit. Now I am reaping success, said the 25-year-old full-time farmer with a smile. She believes in inclusion of agriculture best practices is what may have given her and Gordon the edge above their competitors. They work constantly to show others in their respective age groups that agriculture is not just for elderly or uneducated, she explained. For Gordon, who is concerned that praedial larceny discourages other youngsters and people in his community in general from investing in agriculture, the show was also a chance to raise the issue with Minister of Agriculture Colonel Charles Jr. Gordon, however, pointed out that he is concerned about praedial larceny, which has affected farmers within his locate. They are scared of losing their investment. The animals that I have are very expensive. Some of them, I spend my very last to get it. It would be really heart-wrenching if one day I came home and they are not there because Steve decided to take them, he said. As minister, this is one of my number one priorities. I have said that from day one, I have consistently with that. I have put together a highly specialized and strategic team which is being publicized because we are working in the way that you should when you are trying to tackle national security issues, said Charles. I can assure you that they are working. We have developed terms of reference, we have developed strategic plans, and we are making the connections that need to be made, and we are working with the JCF, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, on the matter. He added, members of the JCF have participated in ministry-organized seminars to ensure that they have a thorough understanding of the legal framework and how it is applied. He said his ministry is also putting together a comprehensive strategy which includes innovations such as germ sequencing and other technology that will connect livestock to the shops that are selling meat. There are different methods and mechanisms that are being used, but they're taking time. So in the meantime, we're also going to coordinate with the farmers to help them protect their farms. We don't want vigilante justice, and we don't want farmers to come together and kill, but we need farmers to come together to defend their investments. Jamaica is a democracy, and in our law, we are never going to promote killing, but we will always promote your right to defend your life and property, said Charles. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.